fun, easy to make traditional filled pasta called Caramelle today. The caramel shaped candy pasta, candy ravioli. If you've made ravioli before and it seems like a lot of work, these are one of the best alternatives. We're going to use a filling made from kabocha squash, probably my favorite squash for fillings. And we're going to cover ways to make the pasta, 3 different brown butter sauces, and a black walnut sauce with birch syrup. When I'm rolling out the dough, you can see that I folded it over itself, and that helps me get it flush with the pasta roller. There you can see it's as wide as it possibly can be, and that's what you want. There's a couple different ways that you can make the caramelle depending on how ambitious you are. This is the mass production method where they're going to be a little bit smaller. You can see I individually cut small rectangles. And this is, you can really only do this if the pasta sheet is the widest it can be. Typically, I'm going to cut the sheets in half, as you'll see. And I spritz the dough with water before I put the filling on. Then I just twist them up. This is the large size. So if I wanted to make bigger ones, I would maybe cut a sheet into 6 there. Give them a twist. That's it. This is probably my favorite method, and it's probably the fastest. I would make these different ways depending on how much prep time I had. So you see I just put the filling down, and then I roll the whole thing over, kind of like agnolotti, and then you just give them a twist. Super easy. I'll do one more here. Cut the sheet in half, put a little filling down, twist them up, and there you go. And you get a bunch of little filled pasta that look like caramels. Now, brown butter sauces. Okay, so this is a really, really good brown butter sauce. This is a creamy, emulsified one. And if I get this at a restaurant, I know someone knows how to make a good pan sauce. So the butter gets brown, I add a little sage, and then I'm going to add a little bit of wine and a splash of pasta water too, because the starch is going to help emulsify the sauce. This is going to be thick and creamy. It's important the sauce boils, and now you can see I got a whisk, and I'm whisking vigorously there with cold chunks of butter, scraping up the sides of the pan until whisking vigorously until the sauce is thick and creamy. And if you want to cheat, you can add a splash of cream and just add the pasta. And that's just a great way to have them all by themselves. Next, okay, this is the chef's special brown butter. This is just a quick hack that I think you'll like if you like making brown butter. Same as before, you're going to cook your butter until it gets nut brown. And now the secret, you're going to add a little bit of heavy cream. And you're going to caramelize the cream and break it so that the extra milk solids brown. And just repeat like the other recipe. Now your classic brown butter sauce is broken. And in this version, I'm going to mix it with some golden oyster mushrooms from my freezer and just a little bit of spinach. And this is what you'll probably get at a restaurant. It's just basic brown butter, a little bit of wine, some herbs, throw the pasta in. So this is a good one if you want to add some other things for texture. Great option too. Now finally, a black walnut sauce or a walnut sauce or a butternut sauce. I'm going to crush up some black walnuts. And the way that I cook the black walnuts here by toasting them is good if you don't like the strong taste of black walnuts, because toasting them makes their flavor lighter, or it makes it a little less intense. Get a little butter going. I'll add a little bit of garlic, and I'm going to cook the walnuts until they're golden. And depending on how much the walnuts are crushed up, they will thicken the sauce a little bit more or less. I'll add a little bit of wine, cook that down, then I'll add a little bit of cream, simmer it a little bit, you don't want it too thick, and you can add the pasta to it, or you can toss the pasta in butter and put it on top. It's good to serve them kind of flat, and there I'm going to show you the sticker on the bottom of the bottle of birch syrup. And yeah, birch syrup is really good with cream. You can use balsamic vinegar reduction. That's a really good way to serve them. Or like I said, you can toss them in butter and put them on top of the sauce for a more kind of elegant presentation. I hope you got inspired to try some candy-shaped pasta. Thanks for watching.